Welcome to another hsextra.com high school football video. My name is Joe Serrera, and I am joined this week by Page Pirates head coach Doug Robertson. Doug, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you.
Your Pirates are riding a 4-game winning streak in the Metro 4A into what has to be the toughest stretch of the season for you. Games against Northern Guilford this week, Grimsley, and Southeast. What areas of your team's play concern you the most heading into this brutal stretch?
You just say concern, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just the thing we have to do better. We've had way too many penalties that have to be addressed. We can't continue to be behind the chains and expect to win this ball game against Northern Guilford and to win at a high level against any good teams. We've been very fortunate to get past the penalties we've had. The thing that I think that's probably overcame that is the turnovers. We have not turned the ball over very much. So that kind of has offset the penalties. But certainly if we want to have success in these last 3 ball games, we're going to have to not have so many penalties and hurt ourselves too much.
Mm-hmm. That's been an issue for Northern Guilford too. So maybe that's a little bit of a wash there. They had double-digit penalties last week against Northwest. But what is your team doing well and continuing to do better? When we last spoke was before the Northwest game, and you won that one. You won last week. It seems like your team, as you said, has just been getting better and better.
Yeah, I think getting better every week. And, Trayvon Hester's obviously been a good leader for us. Mm-hmm. He is starting to come into his own and getting back to full strength at tailback and also playing some pretty good defensive end for us. And then everybody's stepping up. It's not just him. It seems to be a different guy. Grady Sherrill's come on here lately, catching a lot of footballs for us. Nick and Jerron are doing a good job at quarterback. Offensive line play's been good. So really not really one thing to put on. The defense is playing better each week, which is allowing the offense to get great field position, to have easy scoring drives. And then we continue to be pretty solid in the special teams. So I think all those things, the 3 phases of the game, we've gotten better at all of them and hope we continue to do that.
Seems like you're young guys too. You're 7 games in now. They're not playing like freshmen and sophomores anymore. It seems like they've kind of grown into their roles and become more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. Asking a lot of Jerron Blackwell as a freshman, but he's really stepped up and he's getting better and better. And Jack Kepley and Tate Robertson on the offensive line. I feel it's tough to play offensive line at the sophomore, but they're doing a nice job. And then, defensively playing some young guys, not a lot of seniors at places. Certainly have guys have stepped up. DJ Sutherland lately, the sophomores come on at DB. Maurice Andrews at linebacker. So we've had to have these sophomores and the freshmen to be successful, and they're stepping up and really doing a nice job.
You guys had a brutal non-conference schedule too. Dudley, Reedsville, Mount Tabor. Do you think that prepared your team for what you're going to go through this week and the next 2 weeks after that?
I do. I told our team that, that's why we schedule that, that way, not necessarily I think it helps. We want to play tough competition. I'm not sure we want to play all 3 of those like that, but that's just the way we had. And I certainly think we got better each week in those games. Just didn't show on the scoreboard on a win column. And I do think those 3 games have prepared us. So it's kind of as the season has progressed, it looks like we had the first 3 tough games, and those teams have continued to be successful for the most part. And I think we see these 3 games at the end where these teams are going to have really good records, and then you got a 4 game in the middle that we're able to win. So hopefully we've grown and matured, and we show that we can win a game like coming up this Friday.
Speaking of Friday, Northern Guilford comes into Marion Kirby Stadium 4-0 in the conference, just like your team, 7-0 overall. What do you see from the Nighthawks as you prepare for this matchup?
The biggest thing I see is how hard they play. They play extremely hard for Coach Westberg. They're well coached. They play, I think they're equally as good defensively and offensively, which you don't always see. Teams that you play, usually they're one good on, they're better on one side of the ball than the other. I think they're equally as dangerous on either side. And in the special teams game with number 4 doing a heck of a job in the return game, they're dangerous there too. So all 3 phases of the game, you got to play really well. So I've been impressed with that. They also start 17 out of 22 starters or seniors. That just, comes out eye-popping to me. That you don't see that very often anymore. For some odd reason, it's usually young kids mixed in, but they basically start all seniors, but one sophomore and then a few juniors mixed in, and then even their kickers are seniors. So just really impressed with the maturity level and how well they play together as a group. They've probably been playing together their whole lives. So and it shows. They play hard for each other, and their leadership shows. That worries me. With us, with only 10 seniors, 7 more starting seniors than we have seniors, period. So that's definitely a concern for the head coach for me.
What do you have to, I'm sorry, what do you have to do Friday night to come away with a victory in this game?
We have to continue to be turnover free. We've done a good job of that. We're in the plus on the turnover margin. We need to continue to, I think at the end of the game, we need to be in the plus in the turnover margin. Eliminate penalties, like I told you earlier. And, we have to be able to run and throw the football against their defense. Their defense is only giving up about 8 points a game. So we're going to have to be very solid mixing it up with the throw and the pass and the run, rather, to keep them guys all balanced, because they're mighty good if they know what you're doing. So, and then defensively, just kind of holding their guys in check. All their playmakers they have on offense, and kind of holding those guys in check and not giving up the big play like we gave up so often early in the year.
Well, we look forward to this game. It's going to be a really good one Friday night at Marion Kirby Stadium. News and Record will be out there to cover it, and we wish you luck in that game and going forward.
Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate you.